What's up, fellow comic book collectors? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. I'll be a curator today. Guys, Vampirella is back. Bigger issue. More fantastic adventures from the strange and the macabre. Guys, you keep asking for more Vampirella, and we want to give it to you bigger and better than ever. These books, these horror magazines are becoming just a staple here at the museum. The more and more I purchase and read these beautiful horror magazines, just that much more I'm drawn to it. I'm becoming addicted to these books. The artwork of the legendary Gonzalo Mayo and the other fantastic artists and writers of Vampirella. It's just absolutely breathtaking. This particular issue is, and here, let me just for people that didn't quick see it real quick, our issue 51. You have everything from robots, zombies, aliens, the living dead, you name it. Zombie corpses howl for human flesh. Vampirella fights the curse of the undead. Humans facing extinction on the edge of tomorrow. If that's not worth a bowl of popcorn and your favorite beverage, I don't know what is. On a stormy night, relaxing on your couch or your lazy boy, in the peace and tranquility of your own home. These books kept me spellbound for hours. Just absolutely fantastic. We have Vampirella fighting zombies. But Vampirella was always in between the destruction of mankind and saving it. A reluctant superhero, if you will. And a lot of people won't refer to Vampirella as a superhero. I have to. Because that's what she was. Well, she was always saving the day. Guys, what do you think of our Vampirella issue 51? Do you have this one? Do you remember this one? These were books I would, on a Saturday morning with my big brothers, as I got a little older and I had a summer job, we would go down to downtown Cleveland, Ohio, to the old arcade. If my brother's listening, he'll remember this. The old arcade where they had several comic book shops that had tons and tons of comics and vintage ones as well. But they had just tons of these horror magazines. And that was the first rack that I would go to. My brothers went for the vintage stuff, the Fantastic Four, the Spider-Mans, the things of that nature. I went for the Vampirellas, the Creepies, the Eries. In my mind, I think I was maybe 16 years old at the time. In my mind, I was getting more bang for my buck. It's getting more from like, because these beautiful books were massive, and I love them. They're coming up, the zombies. They're getting into their graves. That's the question. What's happening to change everything? Just beautiful artwork. The Edge of Tomorrow. As we try to get you every panel. Guys, if you're just joining us, welcome to the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. Just hanging out down here in our museum. Got some time off, just relaxing. And what better way to relax than with a beautiful issue 51 of Vampirella, all the way from 1976. The artwork was fantastic. I've often referred to these beautiful horror comic magazines as time capsules. And most comic book collectors will tell you that's what they feel every time they crack one open. Some of, you know what, now listen, some comic book collectors don't open their books, but the ones that do, I'm referring to those guys. Because in some comic book communities, what I'm doing here is blasphemous. It is sacrilege to open these vintage books. But we crack our books open here at the museum. We want you to be able to see what's on the inside, the artwork, the dialogue, you name it. And this is going to be a fantastic read. I'll get a hot cup of coffee later. Everything's quiet. I have a little time to myself, and I'll crack this book open and pretty much read all of it. And that's what I do, guys. I get a stack of my Vampirella horror comic magazines and my cup of coffee, and it's just me going back into another world, a simpler world. And I try to leave all of the daily stresses and grinds of the day behind me. Guys, it's therapy, if you will. And that's what we want here at the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. We want you guys to have your nice, relaxing therapy sessions with us here at the museum. See, they're in trouble here, fighting some type of a android. These books are in fantastic condition. Anthony's Comics, that's where I get the majority of my Vampirella, all of my Vampirella horror magazines come from Anthony's Comics. They do such a fantastic job in grading, with the conditioning of these beautiful older Bronze Age books. And it has you not here, guys, to truly appreciate the smell of this comic book. It's like cracking open a new toy and smelling the new toy. That's pretty much the same thing with a comic book. Just the smell of a new comic book, or even an older one, just has that smell to it. Just brings all the fantastic memories rushing back. Guys, what are others? Horror magazines, eerie, creepy magazines, comic magazines that you would love to see here at the M.I.B. Master Toy Museum? Leave it in the comments. We want all your comments, guys. You guys give us fantastic feedback, fantastic comments on the on these beautiful videos that we do on Vampirella and our other comic book magazine videos. Leave your feedback right underneath this video. We listen to our fantastic subscribers and viewership. We do requests. It's all about what you guys like. I can't get over this. Just beautiful, beautiful artwork. It's truly hypnotizing. Fantastic, guys. Look at the setup of these books. Fantastic. 1976. I was only 6 years old, but what a time to be a kid growing up in the 1970s. The toys, the comics, the horror comic magazines, all of this great stuff. It was fantastic. Guys, this is issue 51 of Vampirella. Anthony's Comics. I've had subscribers ask me, where do I get these guys from? Where do I buy these books from? Pricing is fair, extremely fair. You truly get what you pay for. This book is about $10, and it's in fantastic condition. It's for a book that's over 40 years old. 1976, and these pages are crisp. They are clear. The artwork is just brilliant. Someone asked me, how come I only really do the big horror magazines? We do other comic book videos, but for the most part, we started with Vampirella and these big horror comic magazines. These are the ones that I truly relish. I truly enjoy reading. So we wanted to test it about a year ago, and Vampirella was the champion. I mean, she's our biggest draw as far as comic books go. She gets the most views, the most comments. She's truly our superstar here at M.I.B. Master Toy Museum. Absolutely fantastic. I'll get you some shots here. We try to get you as many panel shots of the artwork as we possibly can, because I've had subscribers tell me in the past, please get as many panels because we enjoy reading along with you. Like I said, I've had numbers and numbers of viewers and subscribers tell me that they pause their devices, whatever they're watching it on, TV, tablets, cell phones. One guy told me that at work, on his lunch break, he watches the Vampirella videos, and that's the way he reads the comic books. So, which is cool. So if we can reach guys, reach you guys like that, that's fantastic. Some. Guys, we want to thank you for hanging out with us today. And checking out our video, Vampirella, on another strange and macabre adventure. You know the routine, guys. God bless and keep collecting.